about ever thought about you read this, we know the story of Rahab. Have you ever thought about a woman Rahab? Just try to understand her story, how God moves, how God laid his hands, you know, God decided to choose a harlot to do some things in that land, a harlot to hide the spies that his people sent to into Jericho. Just look at that whole story. How God took this woman and brought her into the lineage of the Savior, a prostitute. I want to believe that in that land of Jericho, there were women, there were virgins. Yes, it's possible. But God decided to use a harlot to achieve his counsel for his people, Israel, for the nation of Israel. Yeah. Have you ever also thought about the story of um, Tamar, the daughter-in-law of Judah? How this lady, she also dressed, her husband was dead. The husband's younger brother that should have, the way the tradition then, that should have married her was young, and then the father-in-law sent her home, and how she later dressed, as a prostitute and slept with her father-in-law, and how God didn't judge her because of that action, because God understood the motive behind her action. God also brought this woman into the lineage of the Savior. She gave birth to Perez and the brothers era, and the lineage of the Savior Judah continued from Perez. Have you ever wondered how God used the raven to feed his prophet Elijah? Do you know about the raven? The raven is such a stingy animal. A stingy animal. The first time I read about the raven was when Noah was in the ark. The rain had stopped, but the flood was still on the face of the earth. And Noah sent the raven out, go check whether the flood had dried up. And the raven never came back. That was how the raven went its way. Such a stingy, such a selfish bird.